Hello, my vacuum cleaner chums. How are you today? So, me daily this month is the DC04 Zorbster, isn't it, Charlie? Who is just down there. You might hear him in a minute. But we have a DC04 Zorbster, and I have, as you will all know, a dirty carpet. So let's try some Zorb. Try some Zorb? Should we try some Zorb? Let's give it a go. So, what have we got? Well, as you know, with our DC04 Zorbster, Charlie, you hold that, we had this tub of Zorb powder. That's right, that went with this hopper. But the problem I have is that this Zorb powder is dated 1999, which, although possibly does work fine, what if it doesn't? Charlie, stop moving the tripod. So I had a look on eBay, as you do, and I bought a packet of this modern Zorbster. And modern Zorbster actually has a batch date of the 11th of July 2017. So hopefully we can compare the results from the old stuff with the new stuff. But what about some vintage Zorb? Now, these would have come with... You got a crayfish tool? Good boy. These would have come with the DA001. Somebody, another collector, was very kind enough to share a scan of the instruction manual for a DA001, and it came with Zorb It Up, which is what this is. And it would have come with a little trial version. Charlie. But it also had the option for £15 to buy a bigger box, and I think this is it. It didn't say on the eBay listing where this came from. Ah, the dusting brush, very nice, Charlie. But I think it could be DA or even DC. They probably sold it for quite a while. But it is the remove stains as your vacuum, or remove all types of household stains, including trodden in dirt, wine, blackcurrant, and greasy stains, which is a little bit of a difference to the modern stuff, which is a carpet maintenance powder to keep new carpets looking new. Now I believe this more than this, so I think somewhere between these, this isn't dated but it's got to be early 90s, I reckon Dyson realised that they were probably chatting rubbish and that Zorb won't actually clean carpets, but it will maintain it. So what we have here then is 3 generations old to new of Zorb. But this pot, if you look, has the Charlie, that's why I don't film with them, I've got no choice today, has the brush tool, because this would have been for a lot of cleaners. So I had a look on eBay, which I just dropped, and I got this. That's right! The Dyson DC03 DC04 cleaning pack, and it would have come, it didn't come with any powder, but that's fine because I've got that anyway. But what it did come with was an unused one of these. That's right, Charlie, this is the Dyson Zorbster brush tool. I've had a few of these, normally with DC03s, and that is what you manually scrub the powder in with your Zorb. Put the box there, that sort of all looks nice. So that's all very well and good. But this powder here, Charlie, sit on that, I'll do that in it. This powder here says, somewhere, hang on, here we go. Sprinkle the powder, brushing in with the brush tool. Look, it even shows the brush tool. Now, DC01 brush tool, as you know, is the most horrible thing in the world. But I happen to have the brush tool from the DC04. So you would have just scrubbed in the powder like that. Wouldn't you, Charlie? You try, you scrub the powder in. And it probably wasn't very good. But we're going to find out. But for the first test, I'm just going to keep it very simple. We're going to use the age-related powder that came with my machine, or would have come with my machine, and the hopper properly onto the carpet. Let's get set up. So, as Charlie's just finishing off, I have masked off an area of our carpet which has a few stains on it, and we have a DC04 Zorbster. So, yeah, we need to read the instructions. What do the instructions say, Charlie? Vacuum the area thoroughly. Right out. Right, that's thoroughly vacuumed. Now, and this doesn't say how to do that on this because the DC04 Zorbster is different. And on the lovely Mr. Roger Lang's video, where he flicked through the instruction, I paused the video. And when I paused the video, it said what to do, which is awesome really. So we'll fit the hopper. We shall sprinkle the old app powder in. I don't know how much to use, so I'm going to say that's going to be enough. There we go. Then, like Charlie, you're going to have to stand out of the way. You sit up there, look, and you watch, because we're now going to spread the powder. I don't know how this is going to work, so it could be fun. That's spread more than enough, so I'll just take the hopper off just so we don't waste any for the sake of wasting it, and we shall carry on scrubbing. Yeah, and that is pretty much scrubbed in. So, I'm going to leave it now, so I'm just going to put the cyclone back on. And get rid of the load that was sat under there. Well, in fact, they're still not sat under there, look. But never mind. Right, I'll have that, Charlie, thank you very much. Let's do a second one, this time with the vintage stuff. Let me lay down some tape. So we have our second rectangle. Now we need to read the instructions. So I don't use up all my masking tape, we need that in a bit. So how to use this Zorb it up? Now it says to just sprinkle it on the cut. Was it spray? Well, we haven't got the spray, so we can't use the spray. Sprinkle. The powder consists of millions of tiny sponges which absorb the dissolved stain. Apply at least 1 cupful. What cup? My mug for my tea is massive. Or do they need one of the little teacups that my gran uses? Charlie, don't do that so. There's it says to vacuum it up. Well, if you pause there, look, you'll be able to read that. That seems a bit wasteful to me. It says to remove stubborn stains brush. I think I won't use the hopper. What we will do is take the cyclone off of the Dyson. We'll sprinkle this on and we'll just brush it in. Ooh, that smells quite nice. It's a white powder this time. Does feel quite dry compared to the other Zorb, but then it is older. So I can sort of understand that it might not be as good, let's be honest. There we go, that'll do. So we have our cocaine, our Zorbster, Zorb powder spread. Well done, Charlie. Now, let's groove actually before we get grooving. I'm just going to get clumped and snowplowed a bit before. Look, you see how dry it is, look, it's not even really sticking on my hands. That's about as brushed in as it'll go, and to be honest, it has made the carpet look whiter. That's only because it's compacted with that flipping Zorb. But being dry, it's not clagged up quite as much. Actually, it has. Wow. So, move you round to here. Back on with the cyclone quickly. Move you just a little bit so you can see. Oh. There we go, right, we'll turn this on. Right, there we go. So, one more test to do, which is going to be exactly the same, but with the new Zorb. So, bear with me. Right, so, one more masked out space. Let's crack open the lovely new Zorb and see what that is like. Smells like tea. You smell that, Charlie? It smells like tea, doesn't it?
Oh, no.
But it's about the same consistency as the old Zorb, well, the medium Zorb. It's about the same consistency, it's about the same dampness, so maybe there wasn't much of a difference after all. But who knows? So let's pop some into here. Put a little bit less in than the first time. There we go. Seal it back up, just because. Yeah, good boy Charlie, you close that. And we'll get going. Go on then, push the button. Push the button. So that's nicely in. That's nicely clagged up, and I've noticed as well that in there is as well. Whoops, because it's damp, you see. We'll pop that down there, but because it's damp and I am sucking it up slightly damp from the machine, so it's to be expected really. Right. And there we go, so we have 3 Zorbsters, brand new, very old and middle-aged. But as you can see, we have 2 more still to go. So for this tool, we're going to use the new Zorb. Charlie, you couldn't stand in a worse place if you tried, my son. So we'll sprinkle some, oh that's far too much. Hang on, we'll never get that in. Charlie, stand here. Right. And then we simply, in fact, I'm using that wrong, I think. Because you're supposed to get the wand out. Put the wand in and use that. Now this is flicking around a lot more. But, oh, the wand fell out. The wand's not sticking in very well. I can't say it's doing too much really. It's not rubbing in quite as well, and I'm getting quite a sweat on already. I am an unfit person. And look at me nice new lovely tool. There we go, Charlie, go on then. You give it somebody, lad. Hey, yeah, excellent job. Right, so we'll call that done. We'll call that excellent. But of course, the next one that we need to rub in, this square here, is with the old dusting brush as per the DA or DC01 instructions. I can't honestly look you in the camera lens and say it's going to do anything at all, but I want to be thorough about this. In fact, there's a nice stain there. Let's get that glass square. Oh, it's just clacking up my dusting brush. Oof. Oh, I don't like it. Hang on, Charlie, getting the Zorb. Can't have that, Charlie. What would Mummy say? Well, that's rubbed in, but everywhere is around the perimeter. That is going to need a wash when it is dry, because it's all damp, you see, so that's just clagged it straight up. But there we go. So let's have one final look at what we've got. So, handheld mode. We have the medium Zorb, which is there. We have the very old dry Zorb. You can see that's just where the carpet pile's full of Zorb. It's not actually turned the carpet white. Here is the new Zorb, which has ground in the best. That's just a lot darker. Then we have new Zorb with the Zorb brush, which is fairly okay. It's not ground in as deeply as it is with the actual Zorb hopper. And me crevice, and me dusting brush. There. So it is now 10 past 3. My washing machine's about to finish. I think we should wait half an hour. I think that's what it says. Hang on, where's my powders? Leave for half an hour or until dry. Well, it's going to be half an hour. So there we go. Back soon. So it is now 5 to 4. Clean my dusting brush, that vacuumed off okay. I have emptied the Dyson, and now we are going to, if I can just focus in slightly, no, can't do it while I'm filming, it's fine. We're going to vacuum it up. Let's go. There we go, it's even. You can see where I did there. So we have the 1999 Zorb, the ancient Zorb, and the new Zorb. But has it actually done anything? Well, let's have a closer look. Come down a bit. So we have 2000s Zorb. Wow, the carpet is a lot fluffier compared to the not done bit. It's softer. I might even say the pile's been a bit refreshed, but it hasn't really done anything. There's a stain there it hasn't touched. Some bits and bobs there. Not great. So, old Zorb. Well, Charlie, look, we're being scientific here. You. Has it done anything? No. The carpet feels the same. Smells the same. That smells the same though. Again, it's left all the staining, but then it was the driest powder, so we can possibly understand that a little bit. New Zorb. Ooh. Again, very soft and plush, but it hasn't really touched any of the stains at all. And if we come over here to New Zorb with Zorb brush, now that's the dampest one still, and again stained, hasn't touched it. And the Zorb and the dusting brush has done absolutely nothing, doesn't feel any different at all. What about it looks like with the tape off? That's where we'll see the difference. Let's peel it all off and have a look. So I've brought you close down to the carpet, and apart from seeing where it's been brushed, there is no difference. In fact, the middle-aged Zorb seems to have stained it ever so slightly. You can see there, look. There's a bit of a line. So, but you can't really tell just for looking at it. I think test one at least, using the Dyson DC04 Zorbster as it was intended, is a bit of a fail. So, Zorb, not too good, really, for cleaning dirty carpets. Anyway, hopefully Ibasiak will do a nice demonstration with his on his clean carpet, because obviously if it's the carpet freshener, we might see some different results. So it will be interesting to see that, but as far as... turn the telly off. As far as actually cleaning a dirty carpet goes, it is rubbish. But at least we found out, and I have enough Zorb to do some more fun stuff one day. But for now, thank you very much for watching. My carpet is still dirty, and goodbye.